shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fillers of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fillers of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fillers of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Hi, I'm Mary Pacolina, the founder and president of All Shred Inc. And you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, and I am your host, Dani Gurrie. Thank you for joining us. Episode 374. I don't know if you can believe it. I can't believe it. It's pretty crazy that we've done 373. This is about to be the 374th episode. Want to say good morning to Mama Cone. She says, start here for a fabulous day. She is a brilliant, brilliant woman. I got to tell you, of course, that's my mom, and she is my biggest fan, and I love it so much that she tunes in unless I get preempted by something more pressing on the news. Good morning to Gary Morton. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate you very much. And if you happen to pop in, leave a comment. And if it's nice, maybe we'll include that as well. Today's show, we got our morning roundup. Bob, Chris, Randy will be joining us for that, talking about what is happening locally and maybe not so locally. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick and give you an update of some of the events happening that are coming up soon. You want to mark your calendars. We are speeding into the fall season, which is huge for local events. And then I've got Brianne from the Littlest Bookshop on today to talk about how her little trailer can make a stop at your next event. And Kathi Smith is on to talk about the Elder Expo, which is coming to Frederick next week. And if you care for a senior or have a senior in your life, or you yourself are getting to be that age range, I think I can get a discount at some places right now. AARP has been knocking on my door for a while. The Elder Expo might be great for you to find some local resources, get some health screenings, and more. And don't forget, all the purchases of Good Morning Frederick merch in the month of October benefit the Asian American Center of Frederick. That's right. Come to 401 North Market Street in downtown. Make a purchase, and they are supported by us this month. All right, let's go ahead and get this show officially rolling. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Fusion Car Wash with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, and the second one, brand new location, open on Thomas Johnson Drive, right near the Wise on TJ Drive. Download the Fusion Car Wash app and get yourself a free car wash. You can't beat that. And you can check it out and hopefully sign up for one of their monthly memberships. That way you can keep your car clean every single day. FusionCarWash.com. All right, let us see what is happening in our morning roundup. We got Randy, we got Bob, and I want to thank Auto Trim Design of Maryland for sponsoring the Good Morning Frederick wrap. Good morning, gentlemen.
What is up?
Oh, there you go. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. You know, it's funny that Mama Cone weighs in and, they all say good morning, Dani, but Mama Cone, what about Randy?
I don't get anything.
Right.
I mean, I moved all across the country to help her out, but, who cares?
I mean, I wouldn't say favorite, but, firstborn maybe.
Yeah, well, we all know how that is. I'm a very unique person because I'm adopted.
Yes, you
So
are.
I'm a firstborn child, but a second child, and when it came to the adoption part. So I'm all, my therapist, if I had one, could make
would be all
millions
messed
of
up.
dollars.
Well, that certainly explains a lot about you. I can tell you that much.
I understand that. I understand that. So.
They do. There's a lot of studies about birth order, though, and it's a very interesting thing to me. Oh, look, Gary's saying, "Oh, good morning, Bob and Randy," and then
Gary's on it, man. Gary's on it. He's stumping for those votes.
Yeah, he's working it. He's working the crowd.
Yeah, Gary's good, man.
He is good.
Speaking of votes, we had Tom Trott, who's running for mayor this morning, and looking forward to. We are just about pretty much. Oh, my phone's ringing. Just about pretty much ready for a debate between Tom Trott and Mayor Michael O'Connor, who'll be on our station at 4 o'clock. Just kind of waiting for both of them to, definitely commit to it, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, look, Tom Trott's a great guy. I went to high school with him, and I think he's very reasonable, straightforward. I've been watching what he's, been doing, getting around. It's an uphill battle, obviously, for conservatives here in Frederick City, but, I would love
Mount Kilimanjaro battle uphill.
All right. I'm trying to be a little positive. I'm definitely going to start having these guys on my shows as well. Anyone who wants to come on, obviously, like you guys, you want to make sure people can be as informed and educated as they want to be. So.
Absolutely.
Well, with that being said, I'm so sorry. I got a bit adieu a little earlier on. I forgot I have a interview I have to do today. So my apologies all.
You pop on. You
Boy.
get things all riled up, and then you're heading out.
Hey, you know what? This was a Chris Michael tease for this morning. So
the fake phone call. Oh, I've got to go.
Right.
Hey, call me in 2 minutes. I got to go instead of doing this podcast.
Yeah. Might not bring you on the show next time. You never know.
I like doing that with
Oh, come on. That hurts.
Let's just admit it. He's jealous of Randy being on the show at the live from Studio 401.
Live from Studio. I actually do that. The whole hang on a second. Then I get on the phone and I walk away pretending I have a real phone call to get to because I don't want to be talking to me. That's my move.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to bring up something that's not Frederick.
Okay.
But we were talking about it this morning, and I think that this is an issue in our country that has to be addressed, and that is there's a story out there that's truck drivers, CDL, commercial driver's licenses on these truck drivers. Their names are no name given.
Yeah.
That's on their driver's license. No name given. And they're driving 18-wheelers.
Mama was talking about this yesterday. What in the heck is happening? This is craziness.
Well, listen, I've got a friend of mine runs a trucking company, and he talks about this all the time. And it's obviously it happens in New York a lot. where they just they have a lot of immigrants that don't have any proper ID, and they're driving these. I don't know if you know how much one of those truck weighs. They weigh 80,000 pounds. And I don't know if you saw a couple weeks ago that the one that was making the illegal U-turn in the middle of the highway and killed a family. It's just insane. It's insane that they've had to bend the rules because these people are obviously not legally in this country, but they still want them to drive 18-wheelers around your family and my family. It's incredible, man. It's you just look around. You got to ask yourself, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean, when I got my driver's license and they, wanted to go for the real ID, whatever, it's like, I need my passport or a birth certificate and, 18,000 different proofs of residency, a bill. And it's like ridiculous. And these guys are just walking up and I'm just driving a little a car and a pickup truck. Yeah. And these guys are driving an 18-wheeler and they can get along with no name given.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear a law enforcement perspective on what do you do if you pull somebody over like that? Well, how is that even? What do you even do?
Well, Gary's there. Let's ask him.
Yeah, Gary.
He's been in law enforcement. I don't know why we've got to. Are there not people who want to drive 18-wheelers? I see them all the time in CDL training, but it's not the easiest living in the world, but it's not necessarily a low-paying job. It's just hard on the body driving around all the time and not being near your family every night.
Well, I'm kind of tired, and we talked about this a little bit last night at dinner, actually. Yeah, and Gary says no name shouldn't be a valid license.
Amen.
But we constantly hear the excuse, Americans aren't going to be landscapers. Americans aren't going to clean hotel rooms. Americans aren't going to pick fruit. Well, let me just tell you, this is a construct of the big corp who's been lobbying in DC to get cheap labor across these borders for decades and convincing the American people. And this is the big problem with it. This is where it starts, is that they want the cheap labor in California. They want the cheap labor in, the rest of the country. So they open the borders to allow people to come over under the guise of Americans won't do the job. The fact of the matter is, the reason that Americans won't do the job as it's set today is because they do circumvent a lot of labor laws and rules by hiring people who are here illegally and won't fight the system to get proper working conditions, making sure they're getting paid right, making sure things are on the up and up. And look, I get it. It's just, it's this vicious cycle of things that happen. But to just blanketly say Americans won't do the job, we have made it too cushy for Americans not to do a job. I also think jobs should go to Americans first, and people who are on unemployment or the welfare system who are able-bodied and able to work should have to take the jobs that are out there, not wait for the jobs that they want until the job they want comes available and they're skilled enough to do it. And quite honestly, we were talking about this last night. There are people on social media finding ways to get onto disability. I think every disability case should be looked at with scrutiny and should be temporary. Like this stuff about, I've got doctors giving me some disorder so I can never, ever work again and be supported by the U.S. taxpayer. It's time for that to end.
Well, and the problem is, like, first of all, truck drivers average between 150, 125, and 100. Yeah, so we're not talking about $6 an hour jobs. But here's the thing. You may be able to trick some people. Oh, they won't pick fruit, or Americans don't like to be bus boys, or they're not going to be doing landscaping, which I don't believe any of that. But if you're going to try to convince me Americans wouldn't be a truck driver, which started in America, by Americans there's guys and girls that are doing it. They just can't get these jobs because these jobs are being filled by no name people. It drives the price down. It drives the insurance. My friend says he pays $125,000 of insurance every single month. He has 16 trucks that he runs. He says he's getting to the point where he can't do it anymore because it's becoming like the doctor's liability insurance, where he can't operate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I travel 200 miles every day going up and down the road and see a lot of trucks. And, I see the good ones. I see the bad ones. I see cars racing in and out of them. It's just ridiculous. It is dangerous on the roads. But again, truck drivers are what makes this country move. And
That's right.
Your Amazon package just doesn't drop into your lap. A truck driver brought it. That's why you have all those Amazon trucks out there. So they are of vital importance to our communities and our country, and how we do commerce around here.
Yeah, agree. And Gary says name, date of birth, social security, photo, and valid identity. I mean,
that's racist.
This is the thing. Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Speaking of the roads, this is Frederick. Devil Bridge Road and Old Frederick Road now has stop signs right at all. So it's a 4-way stop sign. It didn't used to be. Old Frederick Road used to just have it with no stop. And of course, obviously, within the last 6 months, we've had, I think, at least 2, if not 3 people killed there at that intersection. So they did something about it. It was installing 2 signs. It's probably a couple years too late, but that is something that people have to be aware of if you're going down the road this morning.
Yeah, make sure you pay attention. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Yeah, make sure you pay attention. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I say put in circles. I love circles. They keep traffic moving.
Yeah, I do not like circles.
I know a lot of people don't like them. I love them.
I always, this baffles me why you don't like traffic circles. They solve here's the word. Okay, would you rather have a traffic circle, or would you rather at 5 o'clock in the morning be sitting at a stoplight with literally nobody awake in Frederick wondering why your light is red?
Like the one at Grove Hill Road.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
I'm going to give you a little secret, Randy. I don't. I don't stay there. I just blow right on through it.
Okay, well, that solves that problem.
Yeah, let Gary hear that. There we go.
Yeah, well, let's. So first of all, traffic circles in everywhere that I've gone are not big enough to handle the 18-wheelers we just talked about to try to go around a traffic circle. You can't have a big vehicle to go around a traffic circle because they make them too small. Then the other thing is that you get people who are a little bit older and a little bit more confused going, do I wait? Do I go? Do I wait? Do I go? And then, so.
It's super easy. Look left. If there's a car, you don't go.
Yeah. I did have some lady, there are several near my home. So I had a lady who stops right in the middle to wave me in. I'm like, that's not how it works.
Right.
They save a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I have been in traffic circles where tractor trailers go through all day. They just have to make them wider.
Yeah, I mean, the ones here near our home, they have like the curbage that they can go up and over. So it's not a sharp curve. It's there so that the larger vehicles can get around, just not in the lane. So yeah.
I've never been a big fan of them. I won't be. The first one I saw was in Stewart, Florida, with my mom when I was a kid, and it was like the first one we've ever seen in our life. And I remember, I don't know why I remember stupid stuff like this, but my mom going, I'm like, what is that? She goes, I don't know, but it's going to confuse old people.
Well, it's a good thing it was in Florida where there's a lot of old people.
Right.
I heard you talking about you've got somebody today from the Elder Expo coming on. We're going to be out there next week at the Elder Expo, which is going to be very cool. They're my peeps. They're my peeps. I love the seniors who want to walk around, get a free erase or a piece of candy somewhere. But
well, you know what you could do, Bob, is you could have a roundabout circle there and just sort of start educating them.
Well, and Bob, when you say they're your peeps, they literally are our peeps. We are of that age now, which is kind of scary.
I am a senior now. When I'm done, I'm going to grab my little bag and walk around and try to pick up everything I possibly can. And then hopefully push somebody out of the way for the free box lunch.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event coming. We've been talking about it on the show as well next week to Frederick Health Village. But yes, make sure you stop by and see WFMD out there for sure.
And then is Brianne bringing her little turquoise trailer to you?
Not the turquoise trailer. This is the Littlest Bookshop trailer.
Oh,
it's pink,
okay.
But the Brianne from the turquoise trailer, I have interviewed her before.
Okay.
I need to get some video of that as well.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize to the Littlest Book trailer.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of cool refurbed trailers out there now. And yeah, this is yet another one. And people are buying up those old horse trailers like they're candy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Another way that makes this country the best country in the entire world, where we can take somebody else's junk and make it a cottage industry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, next thing you know, Randy's going to have a little tiny trailer DJ service.
I mean, I thought about it.
That's a great idea. They put bars in the trailers. They've got little boutiques. I mean, why not just a traveling DJ, music wherever you're going? I like it.
I mean, look at food trucks. I mean, you know, back in the day, you can't drive a food truck in downtown Frederick. You know, you can't park one anywhere because they don't like them.
So frustrating because with our shop, we wanted to have some food trucks down there, even to park in our own driveway that we have, and not allowed. That's just nuts.
Yeah, well, I already got a parking ticket, so you can't park anything around here without doing something. I can tell you that much. $20.
Randy parked downtown on a Saturday. Didn't feed the meter.
Now, of course, if you get that within a half hour, you can take it down there and they won't charge you.
He's like, what's that sorcery?
I never heard that in my life. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was too late. But boy, it's funny because you can see this big bay window behind me. My truck was parked 3 feet over there, and I was here. Look, I don't know how it's like this guy's a gnome, a little magic gnome that just runs out, puts a ticket on a guy. I couldn't see. I was like, I looked over and I was like, I got a ticket. What the hell? Where did that happen? When did that happen?
Well, you're getting mad at the guy doing his job because you didn't do your job.
This is how we do it in America, okay?
Right?
We get mad at the system. It's the system.
Isn't the city of Frederick going to do away with meters that you feed?
I mean, I read something ages ago about that, but I haven't heard anything since. I can't imagine. So how are they going to make money?
The parking app. You have to download the parking app and
they're going to do away with the coins.
Yes, going to do away with the coins. So Randy can't run across the street and feed it a dime to save him a ticket.
You want to talk about
the old days when they used to ride around in the golf cart marking chalk on your tire to see if you've moved in the 2 hour?
No, I don't.
Listen, you want to talk about confusing old people? Start talking about apps and parking. You're going to be done here.
Well, they want you to park in the parking deck. That's what they really want. They want a city full of parking decks, and then of course you'll be driving down the wrong way, the parking deck, because you've confused on how to get out of the parking deck.
Well, aren't they supposed to be redoing the Church Street deck?
Yes, I think they're going to. Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be an absolute, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how that's going to get done.
Well, I would hope they would do it after they put the parking deck in at the hotel conference center, so people have somebody else to park. Or a shuttle bus. Park everybody out at the Harry Grove Stadium and bring them in on a shuttle bus.
Yeah, there we go. Transit can do that.
Yeah, don't get me started on transit. I rode by a bus yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
I love it.
Two people on a 30-foot bus, and I'm going, really? Couldn't we just buy like a van and shuttle people around? I mean,
well, wait till that bus is the electric one they spent $500,000 on,
right?
Well, and transit's free. It's free, so I don't know. Yeah.
It's not free.
No, right.
We're paying. You're paying. I'm paying.
Free for passengers to ride. Free for passengers to ride. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
So, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Gary's reminding me with the window behind Randy. It's like the window on our what news channel?
I know what news channel.
But anyway, yes. Come and wave. And the first person that comes and waves behind Randy during one of our segments gets a free Good Morning Frederick t-shirt.
Well, currently it is 9:24, which is where the sun's X gamma rays are baking my back at this point. I had no idea that this is perfectly
it starts to get whiter and whiter behind you.
Yeah, yes. That's how I know.
Maybe that's our cue to move on.
Well,
Bob,
you know what? You just need a Good Morning Frederick sunshade, and life will be good.
Yeah.
I did suggest that.
I got to speak to my
There
boss
is
about that.
a retractable banner he could put up behind him with Good Morning Frederick on it, but there you go.
You might have to do that.
Yeah. Or
Herbie
I'm sure he's stolen some old radio swag and banners from other stations that he could hand.
just banner the windows. That's a good idea. Yeah, here's how
It
hot
is a
it got
great window,
yesterday.
though. We want you to come down and see it. 401 North Market Street in downtown. Studio 401. New signage getting ready to go up soon. And we'll be down there every single morning. Oh, let's see. Oh, Herbie Balboa joining us. Parking a Ram 1500 in Frederick parking garage is like trying to drive in your shoe closet.
I
There
get you,
go.
brother.
Yeah.
Herbie, I understand that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
very
sure.
good.
but if you're going to drive a Ram, you might as well just drive right on through it all. Come on.
Well,
Ram it down.
Yeah.
Make your own spaces.
Yeah. And do yourself a favor. This will be the fun part. Park in a spot that when you drive in and there are like 20 or 30 of them that say reserved, just go ahead and park in one of those.
That's the most frustrating part about our parking garages.
Who are they
The
reserved
5
for?
floors of reserved parking you can't even park in, and there's 8 spaces during the week available for you to park. That's nuts.
Yeah. You got to find somebody you know to help you park downtown sometimes.
Yes, you do. All right. Well, you gentlemen have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you back here to wrap up the week.
Well, good morning, Frederick.
Yes. Good morning, Fred.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're coming back with what's happening in Frederick. And I've got Brianne from the Littlest Bookshop and Kathi from the Elder Expo. All of that is coming up just after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, let's find out what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. 3 great locations serving up authentic Mexican food at an affordable price. Taquito offers you a drive-through version there at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. And Taco Bar, of course, has the Taco Bar, where once you get your tortilla with your meat choice inside or the vegan choice inside, you get to walk over to the Taco Bar and slather it with the toppings you choose. That's right. They are at West Point Plaza in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com. All right, let's see. Today at 4, if you're VIP, 5 to 7 for others, beer, blazers, and baubles is happening to benefit Hartley House. It's at Idiom Brewing. You're going to go to Eventbrite for your tickets, and support that great cause. Also, another fundraiser this evening at Dragon Distillery. It's the Friends of our Frederick County Animal Shelter Fall Suncatcher Making Class, 6 to 8 p.m. You're going to want to reach out to make sure you can still attend if you don't already have it booked. On Saturday, it is first Saturday in downtown Frederick. Come see us at Studio 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. We got a pop-up vendor that's going to be out there. We've got a TikTok shop section that we are inviting you to shop from. That's right. We do a lot of reviews, my brother especially, on TikTok shop purchases, and we use them once, video them, and then sell them to you at a discount. You can come see that at 401 North Market Street in downtown this weekend. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. weekdays, Wednesdays to Sundays. And we will be extending those days and hours very soon. But for now, that's when you can come up. It is Brunswick Railroad Days this weekend. Also, noon to 5, Hispanic Heritage Festival is at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. And from 5:30 to 7:30, Boomtown, the movie, is looking for extras. You need to dress in 2003. They have an inspiration photo on their social media and show up to Velvet Lounge, and you could be a part of that movie. And Brunswick Railroad Days continues to Sunday, October 5th. Now, I want to keep you posted. Actually, I want to run this real quick. This is a really, really cool, fun thing we got coming up.
100 eggs hidden all across Frederick, every single one. A winner.
Oh, I love living in Frederick. It's so nice here. Everything is perfect.
You do know that Frederick has its secrets, right?
Something's happening in Frederick after dark. The places we see every day, they're not the same at night.
Don't start with that. It's just stories.
Yes. Are you ready? The Halloween egg hunt is coming to Frederick. Based off of the huge success of the one we did this spring, we'll be hiding 300 eggs all around Frederick County for you to find. You're going to start searching October 20th. So mark your calendar. I'm going to create an event on Facebook. Actually, I started doing it before the show. You're going to want to make sure you go in there and RSVP so you will be alerted as soon as the photos of the eggs are released. That's right. We're just going to release a photo of the eggs, and you need to figure out where they are hidden. Each egg is a prize is going to be on it, including $500 cash, 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, gift cards to local businesses. It's going to be awesome, and we want you to join for that. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Brianne from the Littlest Bookshop and Kathi from the Elder Expo.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. but they can also replace all of your windows, fix up those gutters, and even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or send an email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, it is time to find out who is making our market great. Market Makers is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company, cooking in small batches to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be when it comes to you. They do huge events like weddings, family reunions, all that good stuff, and it doesn't have to be barbecue. Oh no, my friend Rob has cooked breakfast for us. He's cooked me steaks. He's cooked me wings. Pretty much anything that you want, they can handle it. Crab dip is amazing, to be honest. All right, find them at intensebarbecue.com and satisfy your meat tooth. All right, Brianne's got a brand new business called the Littlest Bookshop, and I got a chance to sit down with her recently. Here she is.
401 North Market Street. It's in downtown Frederick. My new friend Brianne made her way from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember how I found you or you found me, but you have the Littlest Bookshop.
I do. And at the Littlest Bookshop, so we're based out of Martinsburg. And you know, kind of how we were talking about before, we had come from the Northern Virginia area.
Yeah.
So coming from kind of like a bigger city to a more small town feel, you know, you tend to kind of just be like, you know, what kinds of things are around here to do with your family? And, you know, what can I do to kind of get involved just because I don't know anybody here?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I was just thinking of ways that, you know, I could be a part of our community. And then one day I was just sitting at the kitchen and I was like, I really love kids and I really love books. And so I'm going to do something with children's books.
Yeah.
And so that's how the Littlest Bookshop was born.
That's pretty wild. So when did you move to Martinsburg?
So we moved to Martinsburg about 3 years ago.
Okay. And Littlest Bookshop was born when?
Actually this summer. I had been thinking of it for a while.
Yeah.
And
so that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. So you also left out a key part. You have 5 children.
I sure do.
And from 18 down to
2. Yes.
2.
Yep.
18 to 2.
Yes.
And I know one is an adopted, some still. Your biological is 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said she doesn't look a day older than 20 herself. So
I appreciate
there you go. But all right. So what is the concept for the Littlest Bookshop?
Yes. So what I really, really wanted is to bring to the community a chance for kids just to spread their imagination wings, essentially, and for them to be a part of something that is truly unique. And, you know, cultivating this idea, I was just, you know, thinking, how can I bring a unique experience to, you know, not only our community, but, you know, if we can expand that feeling and that magic to other kids, what can we do? So, I actually forced my husband to drive 3 hours to pick up a 1970s vintage horse trailer. And he is doing all the renovations. So it will be essentially, you know, a little trailer full of magic. So that was my main goal, because I feel like anything that's magical is going to get kids wanting to do it. And if that's reading, and we can help, you know, harness that love for reading at a young age, we really want to do that for all of the children in our community, like I said, but we travel to many different states. And so to be able to bring that magic to other kids outside of our community is just that much more amazing.
So people would contact you to bring your trailer full of books to different events and maybe their communities or things like that.
Exactly.
And so then how does it work? Are you selling the books? Are they just utilizing the books while they're there? Explain to me how it works.
So for the Littlest Bookshop, we have books for sale, along with, bookmarks and fun little book buddies that, can encourage that harnessing for that reading.
Okay, so you're but you're like Barnes and Noble in a trailer.
Exactly.
So you're taking books to the people where they can purchase them, maybe find new authors, new thing. Very cool. Okay, that's a great idea because it gives kids maybe an opportunity to be open to different things.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so where are you guys in the process of refurbing the trailer?
Yeah. So we actually, and my poor husband, I probably had him build and tear down and rebuild about 3 times because my vision is just, I want everything to be perfect. When we're presenting these things.
Yeah.
And, it is, I really just want it to be exactly how I have it in my head. So we are almost complete. The only thing that we're waiting for currently is for us to completely weatherproof.
Okay.
And we're actually going to have a artist from back home create a mural for us on our trailer that is, mixed with storybook characters and something that will bring in that love of, everything that we know as adults, that even came from our childhood, like Peter Pan. So she's going to incorporate that into our trailer. So we're so excited to be able to bring that.
Yeah. Excellent. And so when do you hope to launch and be out at events?
So we actually have a smaller, what we call the bookshelf. It is a pink armoire. So what we do is we are doing smaller events. So we have kind of a co-op going on with one of our local play studios. So we are hosting story times there for the littles. So we bring that so that way, they have access to these books and the parents can choose whatever they'd like, as well as reading story times and bringing that to them. Now for the horse trailer, we expect to be done by the end of October, if not early November.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. So you'll be practicing a little over the winter, I'm sure, and then be hitting all those big events in the spring. Yeah, that's really, really cool. What do you feel like in the process as an entrepreneur now in doing this? Like, what are you learning?
Yes. So I am learning so much about connecting with the people within our community and, how it's so important to be able to form those relationships.
Sure.
And one thing that I'm really, really enjoying, though, is getting to see the diversity of different people who are interested in things like this. And so with that, we offer not only books in English, but Spanish, French. We have other things that, we have available to, somebody who may not normally be able to, read a book in English and that they're more accustomed to what their language would be.
How are you selecting the books?
So what we do is we're very curated. So each book is handpicked with, we also take ideas for books, from local authors. There's actually one here in Frederick that we purchased books from her on her story of adoption, and it's just beautiful. So each book has sort of a story to tell for a child, I feel, that will eventually go on, some sort of journey throughout their life. So definitely ones that will teach lessons, definitely ones that will help with emotions and experiences, things of that sort.
Very, very cool. This is so exciting. So how can people get in touch and follow your journey and keep in touch with what's going on?
Absolutely. So we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we also have a storefront on Shopify, which just kind of allows, those that can't come to us in person, it still allows them an avenue to be able to pick out of our selection, something that speaks to them.
Yeah.
So we do have that option as well.
Now, should local authors, because we've actually interviewed quite a few local authors who do children's books,
Yes.
and we have a few here in the shop.
Yeah.
Should we have them reach out to you?
Absolutely.
Nice.
We would love that.
Okay, excellent.
Especially just those special picks that can resonate with somebody specifically. Those are completely what we would love to see.
So do you go through your children and have them vote too? Which stories they
absolutely.
like?
Actually, it's so funny because my youngest, my 2-year-old, she is absolutely obsessed with Pete the Cat.
Okay.
And so every time that we're kind of going through some selections and we're looking for new additions, she's always like, I want this Pete, I want this Pete. And so she's always picking those Pete the Cat books. And I'm like, okay, we might as well just rebrand at this point.
The Pete the Cat resellers.
Exactly.
Well, we really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to you bringing this to our community. And I think what we'll do is maybe next summer we'll follow up and see how the journey is going.
I'd love that.
Now that you would be more incomplete and on the road. But what a great idea.
Thank
you. Reading is, we know how important it is for kids to read, and it just helps in so many different avenues of their lives.
Exactly.
Gives them things to look forward to and to strive for, as well as just doing better in school and, kind of having a well-rounded childhood. So thank you so much for taking that on. The Littlest Bookshop coming to you soon. Or if you're in the Martinsburg area, now we'll make sure you know where to find Brianne and her team of children, I'm sure, that are always in tow. With the smallest part of the bookshop coming, but the bigger one coming soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How cool of an idea is that? We love ingenuity. And like Bob said, reusing something that could have just gone to a dump or sat and just rotted. She's taking good care of it. All right, let's find out who is doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Lawn Squad. They were just out here yesterday aerating my lawn. I'm going to be out later today or tomorrow to overseed it and fertilize for the winter, I think. And Brian and his team are amazing. You can get a quick and easy quote and be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. I will make sure and update what the lawn looks like. It looks fabulous. In fact, I had to get Ash out there to cut the lawn a little bit so that they could actually get out and do what they need to do. I tell you, a little bit of water, a little bit of sunshine, it's taken off. Lawnsquad.com for all the details. All right, I sat down. We're talking a lot about the Elder Expo, 30 years of this great event. Kathi Smith joined me to talk a little bit more about it as well. Here she is. We're chatting with Kathi Smith, who is the co-chair for the Elder Expo. Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Frederick.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so tell me, what is the Elder Expo?
So it's actually a 2-day event coming up on October 8th and 9th at Frederick Health Village. October 8th is the Caregiver Conference. October 9th is the 30th Annual Elder Expo. So the Caregiver Conference is from 4 to 8:30 in the evening, and from 4 to 6, people who have registered to come to the Caregiver Conference can visit 70 vendors, collect information on home care, medical, fitness, legal advice, nursing, decluttering, downsizing, end-of-life planning, all of that good stuff. They grab a free dinner, and then they go in and they listen to a panelist speak from 6 to 8:30 on just topics that are important to caregivers.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tell me a little bit about the history of the Elder Expo. How long has it been going? Do you know?
30 years. This will be the 30th year. There was a hiatus during COVID, but yeah, this will be 30 years.
Oh, wow. That's unreal. We have a lot of local resources for our aging population, which is it's so amazing that you guys get so many resources available to them. It's so important for, like you say, caregivers to have access to this. What do you find like people do the most through when they come and visit the Elder Expo?
Well, we have the 70 vendors again the next day at the Elder Expo, so they can collect all the information. They get a free lunch, and then we have speakers every hour during the expo that they can sit in and listen. We have health screenings. We're doing vaccines. We've got door prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really, really great. What is the attendance that you guys typically get at this event?
Upwards of 600 people.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so we will make sure and share all the details about the Elder Expo that is going on. Are there any pro tips or hints you can give somebody if this is the first time they're attending? What should they do?
Well, if they want to attend the Caregiver Conference, they do need to register on our website. That will register them, that will get them a free dinner that evening, save them a seat. The Elder Expo on the 9th is just free, no registration, just come early because we have a line forming at the door at 9:00.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, you want to get in there early. Sorry, go ahead.
All the information is on our website, espcfrederick.com.
Yes, and I will make sure we have that on screen for our viewers. So if you are caretaking for someone or you just want to plan for the future, you should head over to the Elder Expo and check things out again. I think this is just a great opportunity so you know the lay of the land and you know the opportunities of things that are available to you and to your family members. Should someone ask, it's a great way to spend some time and get some information, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining us today. And again, we'll make sure and continue to promote the Elder Expo coming soon. And you want to make sure, and if you want to attend the registration event, you do that soon and get there early so you can be sure to get in and take advantage of everything on offer.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I want to thank Kathi for that. The Elder Expo coming to Frederick Health Village next week. All right, that is it for our show today. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Or, of course, you can always watch anytime on YouTube. We thank those of you who commented, liked, and shared. And tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. And let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick.